Jack Daddy, knowledge supreme. Bobby A1 needs mountain dream. Lord, scuba camera haunting our show. Together we reveal the feel we bestow. Jump scares and monsters looking in the dark. Gore and more team ready to embark.
What's going on, Gorehounds, and welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore and More podcast. I'm not so mean, Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing the shit show in. However, you know, I don't bring the shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my beloved horror homies. They're boys and they're friends. They're my boyfriends.
Damn right.
Started off with
we're not men now. We're just boys.
That's right. Started off, we have the Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Crispin.
What's up, bitches?
We have the Duke of the Dead, the Dean of the Deceased. I almost like mixed those up in my head when I was trying to say that. Lord Scuba Cabra, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's up, motherfuckers?
And we have that killing machine, but we like to also call him that delicious meat mountain, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Good evening. Long Don Silver here with you tonight.
I keep forgetting to throw that one in there, but Bob remembers. So today is, it's our first show of March 3rd, 2025. And we have a fun episode to talk about today. It's actually my pick. It's Hush. If you've never heard of it. Yeah. If you've never seen it, man, go do. Yeah. I would say go do yourself a favor, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested to hear everybody's thoughts on this, but as we do per every week, we're gonna talk about what the fuck we did in the last weekend, or maybe didn't do, or went through, or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But Mr. Vasquez, how you feeling? Are you up to it, buddy?
I'm gonna try, man. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can keep enough breath in.
No, you're
ladies
fine.
and gentlemen. It is now time for your slice of life.
Yeah, buddy.
Nice.
Oh man,
That was wonderful.
You take a little rest. We're gonna hand it over to Chad Daddy. Chad Daddy, how you been, brother?
Oh, not too bad. It was a interesting week at work. You know, I was for the last couple of weeks working at other facility, and I just decided, you know what, this just isn't for me. So Thursday, we all had to get together to the main building and for Employee of the Month. And I talked to my big boss and said, I'm sorry, this just isn't for me. He's like, all right, just come on back here on Monday. So today I started back at the normal place, doing my normal job with my normal coworkers. So that was nice. Friday, I finally got my car exhaust fixed after months of putting it off because I wasn't going to pass inspection without it. So I got that done. It cost me $50 and that was it.
Nice.
Yeah. All it was ended up being a couple of rusted out bolts. And instead of replacing the bolts, because it's going to be too much of a pain in the ass to get the other ones out, he just took the whole thing out where there's two flanges that come together. He just bent a new pipe, slapped it on, $50 parts and labor.
Nice.
So my car is quiet as a church mouse again.
Nice. That's always nice. And
that just put me in such a good mood that I had a nice, decent weekend. You know, I did some Phasmophobia with you guys. You know, all various different ones of you at different times. And I got to say, having Mr. Brody Kane joining us was an absolute blast, despite the fact that he was fucking everybody over intentionally.
Wild card.
He was the wild card.
No, I'm just glad that he, like, whatever that first initial bullshit trying to play with him is cleaned up now. So that's,
you probably just needed to update the game.
I think he was downloading shit at the time. He even said so, and it was just like his computer was just like, I can't take it, Kenton.
Yeah, so we were having some problems, like we couldn't hear him, he couldn't hear us, but that seems to be fixed. That game we had, the one game, you know, with me, Scuba, John, and Brody, which was, I laughed about it for days when we were, we're doing an investigation at Tanglewood, and I was in the garage. I think I just turned on the power or was looking for the bone or something, and all of a sudden everything starts going wonky, and I hear static, and I'm like, what's going on, guys? All I hear is just choking, like, oh shit, John's dead. Brody gets on the communicator. Sorry about that, boys. I may have found the tarot card deck and pulled every card.
So here's the thing about that. It wasn't even like, because like that could just happen in a normal mission, right? No. We need to add a little bit more preface to this, or whatever you want to call it. This was maybe maybe at the 2-minute mark of this.
Yeah, it was definitely at the 2-minute mark.
Too soon to hunt.
We literally found the room. I think Scoops found it and walked out, or Bob. I don't know.
That's what I said. I'm pretty
And
sure
I
just
walked
turned on the
in
power.
all innocently enough, and I was like, "Oh, well, let's see what tools I have." And it's pretty
Oh
much
my
that
God.
fucking was.
So that happened, among other things. I distinctly remember the one he got scuba killed because he was playing with the Terra deck right inside the door.
Yeah.
And then
Damn,
last night I was playing a game and
Motherfucker.
So we had it. Like I said,
You
we had a summoning
motherfucker.
circle. You guys are trying to get more evidence. I had nothing to do because all the equipment you guys had, and I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? I'm like, I'm gonna light the summoning circle.
Mister, stay away from the cursed items.
You son of a
Mister,
bitch.
don't do
That
it.
little
Son
devil on
of
my
a
shoulder.
bitch.
I had that little devil pop up my shoulder. I was like, do it, man. Do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. So I snuck up and I started lighting it. My fear was you guys are gonna catch me mid-light and like, what the fuck are you doing? Nope.
Nope.
I sat there and I lit all the candles. I lit that last candle and I booked ass to the closest robe and went and hid back in the corner. All of a sudden, all I can hear is, wait a minute, what's going on? Oh, God damn it!
Well, see, and
Yeah.
I got scared. I got scared because, like he said, I'm oblivious to what's going on, and I'm trying to get room temperature. So I'm backing in and out of the room because I got the fancy new thermometer. So I'm like, okay. It's colder in the hallway than it is in the room. So maybe it came out into the, and Bobby's taking pictures because it walked through the damn salt. And then all of a sudden I see this red flash in the corner. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look over and the ghost is standing there and it's not doing anything. It's just standing in this red fire. And I'm like, huh. Fucking Chad lit the fucking summoning
And that's
circle.
where I got the
So
best
ghost-
fucking picture, too.
The ghost starts walking down the hall, right? And I'm like, well, this thing ain't fast. This thing's going really fucking slow. And so I just kind of back away. There's no place for me to run. I can't go anywhere. So I thought I was going to die. So I just kind of back away from the door a little bit, didn't turn my equipment off. The ghost looks at me, turns right into the fucking door and goes right after Bob. And I'm just like, boop, up the fucking stairs. And Chad's just upstairs laughing his ass off. And then all you hear is,
Fucker. You motherfucker.
See, I knew when I had
just like peace and fades
Yeah.
into existence.
when I went back there to hide, I'm like, I gotta make sure I turn all my equipment off. Because I had the headset with the flashlight, and I think I also had an EMF reader or something. I should turn this shit off. So I hid, and then later it starts hunting and chasing me, and I'm outrunning this thing, and it's just slowly chasing me around the couch, and I'm not even running anymore. I'm like, that's a fucking Diogen.
so then we needed one more. We needed it to chase us, and so that we could hit it with the incense to get the last objective. So I said, I'll go in. I hardly have any sanity. If it's a Diogen, I'll just, hit it with the incense. I'll be fine. And this thing fucking hunted me for over a minute. And I'm just running around the couch. I had already got it with the incense, but it would not disappear. It just kept following me around the fucking couch. And I'm like,
I was standing there watching the whole thing from outside because the door was locked.
and I'm talking so much shit. I'm like, you're the slowest fucking ghost. You're pathetic. You can't even catch me.
Never gonna catch me.
So yeah, that was pretty much my whole weekend was gaming with you guys, bowling with the kids, played some, board games with the kids. Then yesterday I watched the movie that we're going to talk about. I didn't really even watch any other. Oh, and I did finally start watching that the new Dragon Ball on Netflix.
What do you think so
nice.
I'm only 2 episodes in, so it's kind of too early to tell.
far? Okay.
But I'm digging it just, hearing the old school Japanese voices again.
It's great, man. I
I gotta
love
hop
it.
into that shit myself. I watched the first episode, but
I was kind of bummed the way it ended.
It
first
ended.
day.
At it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
done.
it's-
It's the
It was
last
only
episode
supposed to be
this
20
Friday.
episodes.
Yeah.
Oh no shit. Okay.
Yeah, and so they did the last episode on Toriyama's anniversary, which was really cool. But it just, the way it ended, I was like, what the fuck? Because it didn't tie anything up. So
Okay.
just be ready for kind of an open end because it doesn't explain a lot of things that happen at the beginning of Super that happen in this that kind of don't make sense.
Contradict. Well,
Yeah.
remember Toriyama died before this was really finished too, so
Yeah, so yeah, there's a lot. You'll see when you get there.
All right.
But Scoops, how was your weekend, buddy?
Well, Well, let's see. Friday, I decided not to go to work because my sugar mama, my wife, made a lot of money this week at work. So I said, you know what, baby, I'm gonna go ahead and take the day off. And she said, go ahead. So I got to game Friday night, which was really cool. She's always letting me game, so gotta love that about that woman. Just
I'm fortunate to have a woman that does the same.
we all are. It's freaking awesome. So stayed home, hung out with family, played video games. But when I came home from work that day, she was like, I'm gonna order Persian food. Do you want some shawarma or something? I said, no, I'm not hungry. I ate lunch late, so I'm really not hungry. She ended up ordering me shawarma anyways, and I feel bad when she either cooks or gets me food and I'm not hungry. So I feel like I have to eat it because I don't want to disappoint her, you know? So I'm like, fuck, let me try to put some of this down. So I ended up eating the shawarma. It was good. Then
Never had it.
It's good. I mean, it was beef shawarma. You eat it with the naan. It's just for me, it's like eating meat with a tortilla. Same difference, just different flavors. It's
Okay.
there's really no difference. It just depends on how you get the shawarma.
So like shaved? What is it? Like
It can be beef, lamb, or chicken.
no, but I mean like it's shaved off, right? Like it's like
yeah.
like okay,
Yeah. And so I was good all night. I gamed with you boys Friday night. I was fine. Got off about 11 o'clock, almost midnight my time. Went to bed. Mel woke me up at like 3 to move the baby. And I had this really like just nauseating feeling. And I sat up, and from 3 o'clock in the morning until 11 o'clock that same morning, I was just puking and puking and puking. It was the most violent pukes of my life. And
damn.
it was so bad that I ended up just sitting in front of the toilet with my elbows on the fucking toilet, and I fell asleep. I fell asleep, and my nose was about 3 inches from the water when I opened my eyes. I was like, oh shit, I almost drowned in the toilet. That would have been a shitty way to go, literally. So I went and laid back down, and I just there was just it hurt so bad. It hurt so fucking bad. So I went to the urgent care. They're like, yep, you got food poisoning. I'm like, son of a bitch. So they ended up giving me some injections and prescribed me some medications and stuff. And Saturday was the day that we had our very first wrestling event for the new company. I was supposed to make my debut, my return to the ring. Didn't happen because I was in bed. I did not get out of bed till about 6 p.m. I sat up and I'm like, you know what? I feel better. I feel good. I'm going to go. I'm going to make the 45-minute drive. I'm going to go. I'm going to do my spot, and then I'll be done. As soon as I stood up out of bed, there was no way in hell. I felt so fucking weak. I was so dehydrated. My legs were shaky as shit. I felt like a baby deer trying to walk for the first time. It was bad. And so finally made my way to the couch, gamed a little bit that night. That was all I could really do was sit there. And even gaming was making me nauseous, like just the movements on the screen and stuff. And Phasmophobia isn't a fast game, but it was still, I was still hurting. I was still fucking hurting. Even though I was having fun, it was still hurting. And so jumped off of that early, and then went to sleep. Sunday, I felt a lot better, but I still feel even today, I still feel kind of weak. Went to my grandma's yesterday. I just kind of laid on the couch and let her play with Charlie, and that was it. And gamed a little bit yesterday, but even going to work today, I just kind of sat in my office and was just kind of there. It feels what it feels like? It feels like a really, really shitty hangover. That's how I feel right now. I feel like I drank a lot, and no matter how much water I'm drinking, I'm not getting rehydrated. It's fucking
You need an electrolyte powder.
Well, I've been drinking a fuck ton of electrolyte shit, like a fuck ton, and
like straight up Pedialyte,
like Pedialyte, Gatorlyte. Okay. I tried electrolyte, like all this. I've been drinking every single light that they have to try to get rehydrated, and my piss is still fucking dark as shit. And so I was slamming water today just to kind of feel better. And so last night I've been doing nothing but chicken broth and fucking crackers and bread and nothing with like too much salt or anything. But last night I was so fucking hangry. I was like, I need solid food. I don't care if I feel like shit. I need to eat. So We ended up ordering Wingstop, but I got the Louisiana rub wings because I'm like, well, it's not a sauce. That should be fine. It'll be fine. I ate like maybe 2 or 3 wings and I was like, I can't. I fucking tap out. I can't fucking do it. So I have not eaten today at all, but I'm drinking a fucking energy drink. So I'm like, that's how my day's been. Bobby, it's on you, buddy.
Oh, wait, before Bobby starts. Scoobs, tell the guys what happened when me and you were just talking prior to the show. When we were talking about Phasmophobia.
Oh, so we're talking about Phasmophobia, right? Weirdest shit happens. So Chad's like, oh yeah, Phasmophobia. My fucking screen goes black and Phasmophobia starts playing on my computer.
Oh, nice. Voice command.
Oh,
Out of nowhere. But I don't even I haven't even updated the game on my Steam. Like I haven't touched the Steam game.
I was gonna say, does your Steam do auto update? Maybe
It might, but it's
because mine's been doing it with
on.
Helldivers, but it did not do it with Phasmophobia. But
yeah,
I haven't
for
played
Helldivers it
Phasmophobia.
does. I don't think it does for Phasmophobia.
But it shouldn't open the game when it's up to that.
Unless
I think
you don't.
But my Steam's not open. That's the weird thing is that my Steam wasn't open.
That is weird.
Yeah, and so Chad said something about Phasmophobia. Like, oh yeah, blah blah blah, and then my screen just goes black, and I'm like, dude, Phasmophobia just opened, but I guess he couldn't hear me because it switched me over to the game, and I exit out of it. I'm like, dude, can you hear me? He's like, I can now. I was like, Phasmophobia just fucking opened up on my computer.
Yeah, you were here and you just froze.
Yeah, and he goes, it was Mary Lou, and I said, fucking ghost.
That's weird.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, it's like, is there? Because like I know sometimes like there's some voice prompts maybe, but I don't know if like it goes that deep to where you can just tell your like,
hey computer, open Phasmophobia.
watch, he's gonna go black.
if we lose Steve, we know it works.
Yeah, if we lose me, then we know. But
If not, that's fucking weird.
oh shit!
And
Shout out to Nick Tropolis watching on TikTok. How's it going, man?
Hey there.
Hello, everyone.
Howdy to Brody and Jean and my wife in the comments here.
Yes.
All right, Bob, I believe it's on you.
Real quick, I keep looking behind Chad because I got PTSD from when that fucking summoning circle turned red. So I'm waiting for something to appear behind him, honestly.
That's fair.
Harper's gonna be behind you with a sheet.
You
I'm gonna be like this.
Do it. I did get my comeuppance in the next game when I was the first to die. So
He did. It ran past me and him, and I said, "Don't give it. I'm out of here this time. No." Anyway, my weekend was good. Friday night, I was out with friends of mine. We were drinking at a new bar that we now call our new home for places to go. And so we just hung out, chilled. Absolutely. Oh yeah, it could definitely be a cheers, and I'm gonna be Norm at this point. I'd be like, "Hi, got a beer?"
I don't know, buddy. You said it was a dive bar, and Cheers is like above dive for me.
I don't give a shit what's above it. As long as they got good drinks, it's all good.
I call a Cheers place is just where literally everybody knows your name. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't have to be a bar, right? Like, dude, it was a pizzeria like I used to go to, and then I ended up working at. It's like anytime you'd walk in, everybody'd be like, "Hey!" It's like, yeah, dude, that's a Cheers.
No, it's definitely a Cheers place. And then Saturday, Rebecca came up to me. We went and hung out with more friends of ours we haven't seen for months. So we went out, had more drinking. We went and had dinner and relaxed. And we also finally went to a cidery that's about a half hour from my house. And that's my other place to now go drinking. The cider is so good. Alcoholic cider. That shit is fire.
I was going to say, you're talking like in The Simpsons when Ned Flanders got the season pass to the Apple place.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Yeah, kind of. No, it was good. We had a good night. And then Sunday, we were at my brother's house. Rebecca finally met the baby, and we just hung out. We had some lunch, and then I came home, and I played Phasmophobia with you boys. So, yeah, that was my weekend. And today I watched this wonderful movie, which I'm excited to talk about. John?
Oh, well, let's see. Besides obviously doing the game thing, which we've all talked about, I don't feel like I need to hit that nail on the head anymore. I've actually been doing I don't know why, but I have been just chugging through a bunch of found footage movies all week. And like I don't know. I'm working the Hell House now. I've never seen 2, so I started that a little bit this afternoon.
2 and 3 are good, and 4 is too.
It all started because I think last week we were talking about Grave Encounters, and I'm like, man, I haven't watched Grave Encounters in a few fucking years, so I'm gonna watch that. So I watched Grave Encounters, and then Scoobs mentioned how the second one was kind of like doo-doo caca, or somebody did, maybe not, maybe it wasn't Scoobs. I'm not trying to.
No, I said I didn't remember if it was doo-doo caca or not.
So the second one wasn't as good, but I would say it's pretty damn close on par. There's one part that's kind of just like, I was like, all right.
Oh shit, guys. Guys, I'm sorry.
You got your incense? You got your incense?
I do.
Look out, get
Hold
it.
on, let's go.
Ah! It's the Harper ghost!
Oh no.
Ah!
He's throwing stuff. Oh no. Oh, no. Are you a poltergeist?
It's a poltergeist.
It's a poltergeist.
It's a poltergeist.
Psych mimic.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it.
Fuck yeah,
this
dude.
is the stuff I go through.
I had
Hey,
to message.
Harper,
I had to message Steph
fill
for the
that
assist
water up?
right there.
Thank you.
Nice.
Brody, the Tunnel
Nice,
is a great
perfect.
movie. I agree.
You know what? I will, Brody.
It's
Because
good.
like I said, I'm doing I've never seen Hell House 2. But anyways, so I watched Grave Encounters 2. Wasn't bad. And I was like, all right, I'm really feeling this found footage. So then watched Blair Witch 2016. Not bad. All right. I haven't watched the OG Blair Witch in so long, so I was kind of like, I don't remember much besides the ending and like, you know, that there was 3 people, but whatever. It was all right. It was not, it was more, I don't even know how to say it. There was more CGI than I expected it to be, because I almost expected it to be more grounded like the original Blair Witch.
Yeah, that's
If
what
that
I've
makes
heard about
if that,
that.
yeah. I mean, it's not bad. And there was one scene that was definitely just like, oh fuck. But yeah, no, that was solid. And then what the hell else did I watch, dude? I feel like there's like 1 or 2 I'm missing, but then I rewatched Hell House this morning, like yesterday/this morning. Fucking love that movie. So now I'm watching the second one, and I've never watched that, nor the third one, which I think is like, I can't even. What's the second one? Is like Abbott Hotel.
Abaddon
The third one's
Hotel.
called
Third one is
Lake of Fire. Lake of Fire. Yeah. So, yeah, if you got good ones to fucking recommend, like Lake Mungo, I want to watch that one still. I heard it's a little bit slower.
Lake
But I heard
Mungo,
it's a
yeah.
solid
Have you ever
one.
seen The Last Broadcast?
Thank you.
Heard of it, but I've not seen it.
Ooh,
I haven't seen it. I have not seen that since. Fuck,
The
man,
last
maybe like
broadcast. Is that the one about the Jersey Devil?
yes.
Okay. I
I
didn't
haven't
like
seen
that.
that one. I haven't seen it since like 2000, maybe 2001, or maybe
Okay.
2000. I don't remember it much. I just remember that it was supposed to have something to do with the Jersey Devil. It's got a twist at the end, but it's found footage. But I don't remember if it was good or not. But it's always been
I didn't
stuck
like
in
it.
my head.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. So,
But no, man, yeah, like I don't know, man. So like everyone, I don't always crave that style, but
Yeah.
for some reason, when I am, dude, I'm just like, fuck yeah, dude, just give it to me all. And it's obviously because we're playing Phasmophobia.
So will
I'm
you
just
be
like,
revisiting Exists?
I already did.
Oh,
Couple weeks,
nice.
like 2 weeks ago. You know what? That might have been the one that actually started the trend, because I rewatched that and I was like, God damn, I fucking love that movie.
That
And
was good.
what's funny is like you start to watch like a bunch of these movies back to back, and you notice the camera dude is always the same dude, right? He's the longer hair or like kind of froey haired dude, usually with a goatee or a mustache, usually the weed smoker, always kind of the pervert as well. And it's just like, man, we got a real archetype here. And I feel like I'm typecast as the fucking camera.
Oh, the Poughkeepsie tapes. Gene said
That's a good
Poughkeepsie
movie.
tapes. That's a good one.
I have
Megan
not
is
watched those either.
Megan is
Okay.
missing.
Megan's Missing. That's a
That's
good
a
one.
fucked up.
Ooh.
That's a fucked up one.
I don't think I can watch that. I
It's rough. It's
Have
rough.
a
It is
teenage-
That's a rough
can
one.
watch that.
But no, it's been a solid time, dude. And I feel like even with that Blair Witch, I might hop in. I've never played the game, so I might go try to find the game and push through that a little bit. Other than that, not fucking much, man. Fucking did a little OT this weekend and watched this movie, to which I'm ready to talk about right now. And that is 2016's Hush.
It's your pick, so you take it, buddy.
All right, fine.
Yeah, brother.
I feel like I just been talking enough, but all right. This was released April 8th, 2016. Maddie Young, a deaf-mute horror author, has decided to live alone in an isolated cottage.
Hey,
Yeah, right. Tongue-tied here. In the woods, far from the commotion of the city. A terrifying mask-wearing attacker, which I gotta say, I love the simplicity of that mask.
yeah, so simple.
Yeah, it's so great.
Breaks into her haven, turning her calm existence into a nightmare. Maddie is unaware of how vulnerable she is due to her inability to hear her talk, which makes her the ideal victim in this persistent intruder. In a terrible struggle for her life, as the tension mounts, Maddie is left to her cunning and scant supplies to elude her unrelenting assailant. Her tenacity and creativity are put to the test in a heart-pounding basis at every turn. Whew, that was a lot of $5 words in there,
Yeah,
man.
that was a
God
lot.
damn.
Holy shit.
I feel like I need a breather. Okay. Directed by Mike Flanagan, Gerald's Game, and Dr. Sleep. Love Dr. Sleep. Never watched
Oh,
Gerald's
it's a
Game.
great fucking movie.
Heard Gerald's Game is actually like a pretty like solid fucking movie as well.
Have not sat through yet.
Written by Mike Flanagan, The Haunting of Hill House, which I just started watching, and The Haunting of Bly Manor, and Kate
So good.
Siegel, who has done nothing apparently.
Yeah, this is all she's done.
All right.
aside from starring in this and other things, but
yeah, no, that's fair. Produced by Trevor Macy, Doomsday, and The Strangers, Jason Bloom, Paranormal Activity, and The Wolfman. I gotta say, this actually gave me a little bit of Strangers vibe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's kind of cool.
a little bit.
I can see why.
Exactly. Bobby, it's off to you, buddy.
Starring Kate Siegel, Ouija, Origin of Evil, The Haunting of Hill House as Madison Maddie Young, John Gallagher Jr., 10 Cloverfield Lane. Have not seen, but heard that was decent. Anybody?
Dude,
can
it's
concur?
awesome.
Yeah, it's
I
good.
love
Haven't seen
it.
Yeah.
John
that the one-
Goodman.
I was about to say,
is
that's the
scary.
one.
Scary.
John Goodman is
Fucking that movie.
legit scary,
Yeah.
dude.
Mhm.
I need to watch that. Underwater as the Man. Michael Trucco, Battlestar Galactica, The Bye Bye Man. I like that movie too. As John Stanley. Samantha Sloyan. Yeah, that's good. The Haunting of Hill House, The Fall of the House of Usher. That's a great show too. As Sarah Green. Emma Graves in The Hell of Dixie, The American Crow as Max. Total body count of 3.
All right.
Chad.
Music by the Newton Brothers, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Werewolves, which I'm
Fuck
hoping.
yeah, dude.
I'm really hoping we can squeeze that in this year. I'd love to watch
Mhm.
that.
Did you put that in? Did you?
No,
did you
no, not
slide it in?
yet.
Oh, okay.
I might
I
make
still
a couple
haven't
changes.
watched it yet.
I'm telling you, I really want to put the Wolfman on here too.
All right.
I know, Scoobs, you weren't a fan. I enjoyed it way more than I thought.
I liked it.
I did.
I'm interested to see how I would feel on a second viewing.
I might like it even more.
And
Right. Would I like it more or less? I don't
like I
know.
said, at least it wasn't Nosferatu.
Still haven't watched that, but I've been meaning to. It's on my list on Peacock.
That
it just seems too
cockapoo-
artsy. It seems too artsy.
Peek at his cock, right? Ha.
cockapoo
And that
people.
porn and his porn
Cockapoo
stash.
peach.
Well, don't you get a straight up like full frontal in it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Ew,
Do?
I don't want that.
Yeah. You get,
Oh
you
yeah,
get
you're right.
fucking
Yeah, you do.
Like I could see the
Count
PTSD on
Orloff.
Scoob's face right now, dude. Just like,
Count Orloff dead cock. It's so gross.
is it rotting cock?
It's rotting cock.
How's it getting
Ew.
hard? Rigor mortis, baby.
Rigor mortis.
Rigor mortis,
He's
make
just in a
make
constant
stick
state of rigor mortis. That's why the
Alright.
coffin lid don't close.
Oh.
That's how it opens by itself. Cinematography by James Neist. Annabelle, The Bye Bye Man. Edited by Mike Flanagan. Oculus, Ouija, Origin of Evil. Effects and
Evil.
makeup by. I had to throw Ouija on here several times just because of all the fucker we've been doing this weekend. Edited by Mike Flanagan. Oculus, Ouija, Origin of Evil. Effects and makeup by Ken Gore, Dr. Sleep, and Moonshot. Distributed by Netflix.
Yes.
Runtime of 81 minutes. Rated R. Budget of $1 million. And it didn't really gross anything because it came straight to streaming, so that doesn't count.
Well,
So-
I was
And
about
it-
to say, where's the pissed off because it's Netflix and we still haven't gotten Chainsaw 22.
So, which is crazy to me
True.
because I remember this coming out on Netflix, but I do not remember it being a Blumhouse title. Did Blumhouse pick it up or was it always a Blumhouse title? I haven't
It's
seen
always
it.
Blumhouse.
I don't know,
Okay.
to be honest.
No, I only asked just because I didn't know Blumhouse made movies specifically for Netflix. That's why I was
Maybe
like, oh, did
maybe Blumhouse either they picked it up or they did do it, but that's probably why it also got the DVD release, because Blumhouse said, "Yeah, you're also going to release this. We're going to release it."
I mean, that's what they did with Rob Zombie's Monsters, so that makes sense. All right. Well, this obviously was my pick. This is my second viewing of this movie. You boys have this is your first time, correct?
My first watch.
No, not mine.
Oh, okay.
My
So
first
Bob,
watch,
you're
yeah.
in the same boat with me. And Brody, I don't know where you sat, homie. But you boys that are first timers, go right ahead.
Yeah, I
man.
want to hear.
I'm intrigued to hear your take on this.
Chad, go first, buddy.
You know, I didn't know what to expect with this. I mean, you know, I did some of the show notes before I watched it, so I saw it had a really small cast.
Okay.
So I went in with low expectations because, you know, small cast, it's going to be a little more lean with the storytelling. I got to say, with only being 5 characters in this movie, they actually accomplished quite a bit story-wise. And I also knew with her being deaf and mute that there's going to be a lot of scenes where there's no talking, and they had to use a lot more visual storytelling. And it really worked for me. And I at the beginning of the movie, as he's sitting there messing, and he's like, you know, trying to get into the house, and she's just locking the doors, and like that's not going to keep him out. And I look at Steph, and I'm like, all he has to do is really break a window, and he gets in. And then basically he just comes out and tells her, I can come in at any point to kill you.
It was the ultimate cat and mouse game
It
in
was.
this movie.
Mhm.
It was,
I
Yeah.
and
feel,
it was really effective.
I
Yeah.
feel like this movie is what last week's movie was trying to do, and they failed miserably at it.
Oh yeah, they did.
This movie was so fucking good. I was even interested at the beginning just watching her cook because I was like, damn, that shit looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
You
she's
know?
sitting there cooking. I'm like, ooh, asparagus. I like
So-
that.
Yeah, and
She
we
opens up
don't-
like, ooh, rack of lamb. Love it.
Quick
Yeah.
question. Do you guys all right, so Chad, you said you were watching notes before. Did you guys already know that she was deaf going in?
I had no
I
idea.
did because I
Okay.
did the show notes before.
Okay, because that's what I feel like that just adds an extra layer of like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
when
and it
you
did.
don't know?
Yes.
And then once the neighbor walked up, because you know she's just there cooking by herself, just like anybody would.
Which
When the neighbor walks up and she starts signing, I'm like, wait a minute, she's fucking deaf? Oh, dude, this is just gonna put it on a whole different level. And it did.
Yeah.
I was on the edge of my seat watching this movie. This movie built so much anxiety up in me. Dude, and the whole time, especially when he told her, I can come in whenever I want. That right there, I was
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, because he could.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that irked me, here's the only thing that irked me. She lives in the middle of nowhere. Cool, I get that. I myself, if I were to live in the middle of nowhere, I would still have a gun just in case. You never know what.
I
could
thought
happen.
you were gonna say curtains.
Well, that too. Well, no, fuck no. I wouldn't have curtains. Fuck all that. I live in the middle of nowhere. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want the things looking in there.
Yeah,
especially
that's,
you don't know where
that's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
well,
you don't
you
be
know.
looking like, oh shit, is that a skinwalker?
Well,
Yeah.
you know, as long as the glass is there and I don't invite them in, they can fuck themselves.
Exactly.
But it built so much fucking tension, and just the way he was toying with her the entire time. And the fucked up part of this movie is she could try to escape, but she can't
Mhm.
hear if she's making noise.
Mhm.
He can
Yeah.
hear. He's got the advantage. And granted, most
Yeah, she's
I don't want
not
to say this is a
Daredevil,
slasher
right?
because it's not really
Right.
a
No.
slasher.
Wait. Well, so I'm glad you just said that because this movie totally sets itself up as a slasher.
Yes.
It does.
And literally flips
Flips
it in fucking a minute
Yes.
after the fact.
Dude.
Where it's
Yeah.
like now we're a home invasion movie.
Yes,
It's like,
and
yeah.
I
Oh,
loved
okay.
that when she said, "Didn't see your face, won't tell," or whatever the fuck she wrote down
Yeah,
on the
flip
window.
it right
And
there.
he just
And he
pulls
takes
it,
the mask
takes the
off.
mask
I was like,
Oh, it was great.
"Oh shit, dude!" It gave me chills. I was like, "Holy fuck!" And I'm telling you, when I asked last night, and I knew y'all were asleep, but when I asked whose pick this was, I wanted to fucking high five you because I was so fucking just like excited watching this fucking flick, and it was. Like I said, man, it had me on the edge of my seat. It built that fucking tension. you didn't know what was going to happen. That one particular scene where and spoilers, sorry if you haven't watched it came out in 2016.
It's out.
But that scene where she escapes and you think she's getting away and the dude fucking starts bashing her head. And I was like,
oh
there's
my
no
God.
way the movie ends like this. Like
that was my thought too.
Yeah.
That was my thought too. Like,
dude,
this can't
my
be over.
heart was in my fucking throat. I was like, there's no way they just ended the fucking movie like that. And then when it, you see what happens and it's her playing it out in her head. And I loved that they showed that because
great scene.
they do that whole scene with the friend about the voice in her head. And what does the voice sound like? Oh, it sounds like my mom, blah, blah, blah. So we can assume that that's what her mom sounds like or whatever in her head. So her playing out every single way. And I loved it because
but that was also set up. That was also set up before when she
with
said,
the book when she's talking about endings of her book.
I have 7 of them.
She had 7 different endings, and I loved that they showed that because that just showed her tenacity and her fighting spirit. Now, here's my thing: at the end of the movie, when she calls 911, it's Mike Flanagan. If you've seen Haunting of Hill House, you know there's always a fucked up twist. There's always something fucked up in his fucking movies. Was she alive?
Yeah. I'm going with yes.
No, she totally survived.
I'm done.
She almost died. She almost died. Okay, this is why I love this movie. On top of all of this just shows that sometimes ADHD brain of not putting things away and leaving things out in random places can save your fucking ass, right?
Yes.
Because she did not put away that corkscrew at the beginning, where I would have got yelled at, or Jen would have just put it away. But see, my ass would have just left it there, and then it would have saved you at the end. So
the only disappointing thing was it was very predictable that she was going to use the smoke alarm to distract him and get the upper hand on him.
Oh yeah, I mean,
no,
this whole
was good though.
But regardless, that was well, the first time I watched it, I knew that was going to happen because that's one of her only but ultimate weapons. Because that fucking thing is loud because she needs it that way, and it has to she has to feel the vibrations and see the light.
Well, see,
so
and Mel's argument was, oh, she needs to use the smoke detector because it's going to alert the fire department. I said, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
And she's like, yes, it will. And I said, babe, will our smoke detectors alert the fire department? She's like, no. And I said, did it ever do it at the apartments? She's like, no. And I said, okay, then it's the same thing. She lives in the middle of nowhere. It doesn't mean it's going to automatically
It's just specifically for her
to feel the vibration. And so I loved that they added that in there, that it's so loud to our ears, she feels the fucking vibrations. So
not only that, but like, could you imagine getting hit with bee shit in your fucking eyes?
And then it hurt. It hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I told Mel when she stumbled in the kitchen and I saw that can of fucking spray next to her, I said, she better fucking spray me in the eyes with that shit. She's like, does that hurt? And I said, yes. She's like, how do you know?
Yeah,
I accidentally did it to myself one time. Like that shit fucking burns.
Stings like a son of a bitch.
And you know what? Every fucking movie that we've ever watched, okay, not every, but like 90% of them, I'm rooting for the killer. I am rooting for the killer. I want the killer to kill everybody because I cannot stand the main characters. I didn't want her to die, and I fucking hated that dude. Like, I hated him with the
You know why? Like, you know why? The best? Because it's his fucking open mouth breathing the whole fucking
And he's just this little fucking scrawny
Can you read
little
lips?
fuck that anybody could overpower. You know what I mean?
I could break his kneecaps by just kicking his knees in, and I wanted to so bad.
Okay, but at the same time, I got to give credit. He's still smart enough to understand that.
Yeah.
Right? He knew that the boyfriend, which that's probably the scene it's the only scene that kind of was like, I didn't care for as much because I felt like the boyfriend was a little too fucking himbo in the moment. Because, like, and maybe he was just playing coy because maybe my ass would have got killed fast. Because I would have been like, yo, homie, where the fuck's your badge at? Because any cop that's on detail should be showing their badge. And this dude's straight up in street clothes. Like,
I think that raised a red flag to begin with, and he was just kind of
and then once
that's why I was wondering, like, maybe he was just playing coy the whole time.
Yeah, I think he was.
Okay, and if that's the case, then fine.
Because
I retract what I said.
At first he couldn't see him because
he's blinded by the light.
Yeah,
and I gave that, but I just felt it took a little bit more to get to that point of him just being like, this dude's not on the up and up.
But you know what? Bravo to that dude for fighting till his very last fucking
breath. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Dude, that dude went out like a fucking boss. He did not just fucking go out like a bitch. And that's what I thought. I thought he was just going to stab him, that was gonna be it. I was like, oh, the fucking wasted opportunity.
And
But
he almost
no.
got him.
He fucking did almost got him, man.
dude.
Like, yeah, fuck yeah. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And you know what else I appreciate about this fucking movie? The fact that they did not Walking Dead the fucking bow, the crossbow. Because in
yeah.
Walking Dead, you always see Daryl load that bitch like it's no fucking problem. Those things are not fucking easy to load. And that's what I told Mel. I said, she's never going to load it sitting down on the floor. You have to stand up.
You have to
and
stand
use
up to get that
your
leverage.
fucking leverage. She's like, how do you know? I said, because when I worked for Texas Toys, the owner fucking bought one and we used to go to the field and fucking shoot zombie masks with it during like Walking Dead peak time. Like
Nice.
that was our relaxation time at the fucking warehouse after we got shit shipped out. We would fucking go make dummies with fucking zombie heads and fucking shoot the fucking crossbow at them. And it's a bitch to fucking load. And I love that they showed that it wasn't this simple thing to use, because Walking Dead, they don't fucking show you how hard it is. You just see Daryl fucking loading bolt after bolt, and it's not that fucking easy. It's not an easy weapon to use.
No, that was they made that kind of a hard scene to watch, man. She's just fucking
because it was
up
hurting
more
her
and more.
hand.
She was slicing her fingers and everything.
And then of course he comes up. I like that he even saw and he's like, yeah, not so easy, is it? Like,
Yeah.
just straight up.
But like I said, ultimate cat and mouse. Ultimate cat and mouse. He had the mouse cornered. He knew he was going to get her when he got her, and it was on his time, not her time.
But one of my favorite moments, she's in the bathroom, can't hear him, doesn't know what's going on. The little bounce of breath.
Breathe on her.
I love that.
I love, all of a sudden you see her eyes from this go, and she's like,
dude, the way she turns the fucking knife, the way she turns the knife without him fucking seeing and just fucking goes back. I wished she would have gotten a little bit higher and got him in the fucking neck, but you know,
you gotta have the whole
too quick, but
you gotta
have that final fucking battle, which was good, man, because even that scene with her just sitting there, and you see the glass falling into the fucking tub, and you see him slowly coming down. And then we switch to his perspective and where he can hear, and you know, he gets close, and then we just see that tuft of hair just blow, and she fucking realizes he's right behind her, and she just stabs the fuck out of him in the leg. I was like, let's fucking go.
But that's also,
and we don't know if she's gonna live or not because she's bleeding out.
You know what that scene reminds me of? Alien.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I can see it.
I think it's when it kills Brett.
Yeah.
Just slowly comes down behind him.
But it's also, I love that scene because since she's deaf, can't speak, every other sense is heightened. I'm sure someone else would have felt that little bit of breath, but not as much as she did, because it's like, this sense is gone. I can't talk. Everything else is heightened. So I love that that was played on in that scene. Like, all the other senses she has are heightened. So it's,
I mean, and she's not Daredevil. You know, she's not Daredevil. She's not a superhuman, but she still adapted to being deaf and mute.
Yes.
However, with the crutch at this moment, she's been losing blood and her vision's been fading already. So now it's, you know what I mean? Like, and I like that they did that. You don't really ever see that where it's like,
you never see that.
You never,
especially the POV where you're just like, oh man, you're like, oh fuck, dude. So that's where I feel like Scoop said earlier, man. In these real crucial moments is where you are really rooting for this girl, because you're just like, how the fuck is she gonna get out of this, dude?
Yeah.
So where I was going with at the end of this movie, what made it, because of course my brain goes fucking different ways. Like I said, Mike has a way of doing shit in his shows and stuff that just blow your fucking mind. So the way I perceive the end, and this would have just been a cool little thing for me. I mean, and there's nothing saying that this is what happened, but in my mind, what we see at the end, she's dead, and that's her ghost sitting on the porch with the cat.
Yeah, but he didn't kill the cat.
No, I know, but animals can see spirits.
Oh,
I don't think so.
No, I know it's not. Right. It's not. But in my mind, that's what happened in my mind, because she still looked. I mean, she looks pale, of course, because she's lost a lot of fucking blood or whatever. But she was too okay from the way she just was, passing out, losing her vision, to all of a sudden being okay.
To me, I would say it's adrenaline.
I was just about to say what you were about to say, John. It's adrenaline.
Yeah, because it's like, yo, man, like the fact that she was able to fucking like get that stab on and shit. Get a manscaper?
Yeah, I did. She goes, hey,
Oh!
that's what I was gonna tell y'all in my slice of life, but I forgot. She goes, hey, because she was streaming earlier, and I got home. I was like, hey, babe, I bought that ass hair trimmer you told me to buy.
Yeah.
And so she
She's
just walked
watching
in.
you, by the way.
I know. She just walked in and goes, hey, where's your ass hair trimmer? But I had turned my fucking volume down when she walked in to say it.
It's not an ass hair trimmer, it's a ball sack trimmer.
So
Yeah.
let me just say, I'm glad you boys really enjoyed this movie. I put it on the list, like I said, because I've watched it once. I, like Scoob and Chad Daddy, I was very excited the first time I watched this shit. I was just like, and I also like Scoobs. Went in, did not read the synopsis. I was just like, hush, whatever, fuck it, let's just throw it on. And it instantly pulled me right in. I think it was like one of those like, I'm folding laundry, I'll just put it on and kind of pay attention. Nope, now I'm not folding laundry. I'm just sitting on the edge of the bed for an hour and a half. Like, yeah.
I was the same way. The first time I saw it, I was like, oh, this is good. I saw it on Netflix.
Yep.
See, and I didn't watch it. Like I made the post or whatever saying that, you know, I had really bad depression in 2016. So I didn't really catch a lot of flicks in 2016. So this one just kind of went under the radar because I lost my grandma in February. We buried her on my birthday. So I was suffering that. And then my dad passed away in June. So 2016 was a fucked up year for me. So this wasn't even something that was on my mind to fucking watch or anything. But Brody made a good point. Brody said, what about the male neighbor banging on the door and calling out her name? What an idiot. She can't hear, Spaz. Which is true.
To me, this is just speculating. I figured like if he's shouting and banging her enough, it's to at least maybe feel the
vibrations. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too.
And also like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm stupid as fuck. I'd probably do the same fucking thing. Already knowing she's you know what I mean? That's just used to doing that.
Plus he knows his girlfriend is supposed to be there too. So
yeah. And I love how Brody said they finally got glass right in the film.
Yes.
So when he hits the door, it's spider webs and it doesn't immediately break. So living on her own, of course, she's not just gonna have single pane glass out there living on her own. So I love the fact that it wasn't easy for him just to get in when he wanted.
Well,
you know,
so there is one little, this is me nitpicking at this movie, and this is a small nitpick, but as someone who has this experience, when he comes through the window up top behind her, that roof, I am just saying from a real life perspective, you're not fucking walking up it.
Oh, so, no fucking
how
way.
he did it, I'm curious because there's no slated roof. That is a
but there could have been a ladder out there. We don't know how he got up into that window.
No, you're right.
I thought there was some kind of trellis there.
No. That gets you up. The peak is this high. The rest of it is metal. So he has to get up the peak to that window. That's me nitpicking only because I've done it. It's not fun.
Not for nothing, but didn't she already get out of that? I thought that's the window she got out of.
Different window.
Other
right,
different
same
window.
room.
Yeah,
right?
same room. Yeah.
So if she could get out that one window, why couldn't he get on the other side?
Well, but the roof only went, the little awning only went so far. He went on the other side.
He went on the other side.
We never see.
We never saw what's back there. So there could have been a ladder out there. There could have been something easy for him to be up there.
But by going by what I saw, that just made me go, I'm nitpicking, but I know how walking on that, you slip once, you're going down. So that's my nitpick moment. That's
okay. To answer Brody's question, at least in my thought, no. This is why I said strangers feel, because this was just a random ass because you're home incident.
It would have been she would have been number 14.
Right.
I love them.
I'm glad you brought that up. His little count log on his cross.
Which I love that. I loved that they showed that. And I was like, what's that? I said, that's how many people he's killed.
His little Zaz thing going on there.
Yeah.
Body count.
Which, man, her friend right in the beginning, she fucking got it.
Bad, bro. She got it fucking bad. And it, he
was literally fucking her with that knife.
He was, because in most kill scenes like that, it's, unless it's like fucking Terrifier or something, It's usually 1 or 2 stabs. That's it.
Right.
And they cut away. This was like fucking ridiculous amount.
It was,
Did anybody count?
I did
I
not.
did not count.
No,
That's fair. No, it's that was
This-
definitely the squelchiest scene of the movie. Let me just
Mhm. Dude, and the way
This
he
is-
just laid her body over the damn AC and put the
right?
phone like get it.
Well, when he
Go
was
ahead,
using
get
her
it.
body to tap on the
Oh God!
Oh, yeah, that was
crazy.
fucked
that was
dude.
fucked up.
but
But
that's
see, that this movie blends. It's the big cat and mouse. It blends slasher tendencies, like that moment. I consider one of them.
yeah, I can see that.
So this movie was a wonderful blend of old, new, and bringing something different with the heroine in that is not normal. So to me, I'm saying it, it was perfect for what it is and what it
For
what
how
it came
small
to
it
be.
is, it's very tight.
Yeah.
Yes.
It sets everything up. Whether it works for you or not, everything that happens at the end is all set up in the beginning. You get, even like Chad Daddy said, you don't have a lot of characters, but somehow, man, this movie it makes it work. It fills it up. I personally don't think you feel bored anytime at this movie
I
whatsoever.
really think that having a smaller cast just draws you in and connects you with the characters more.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
can get that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
You actually, like I said, I actually gave a shit about her. I did not want her to die. They didn't really give us much backstory about her. We get to see her talk to her sister for this much time.
Mhm.
We get to know that there's a guy that I guess she was with that she broke up with, but we don't get a lot. We know she's an author, but there's not a lot of character development before we come into she's a writer. This is it. This is what's going on. She lives in the middle of nowhere.
I don't
And I
even
was
think we got
okay
an
with it.
explanation as to why she's living out there in the middle of nowhere by herself.
Yeah, and I was okay with it because by the end of this fucking
Do you
movie,
need- I don't even think you need one. Honestly.
no, not at all.
No, you don't.
And by the end of the movie, you are just so like pulling for this girl to end this fucking dude. Like,
Yeah,
I wanted
seriously.
this dude gone, and when she finally did it, dude, when that corkscrew went in that son of bitch's neck, I know it was CGI. I did not.
Yeah, but it's
And
still
you know what?
like-
I
it
didn't
looked
give a fuck.
good.
And you boys know I loathe CGI. I didn't give a
I think we
fuck.
all do.
The fuck yeah moment I had in that scene, I fucking jumped off the couch. I was like, fuck yeah, fuck you, motherfucker. Like, when she got him good. I was like, fuck yeah, let's fucking go. Like, I was so fucking hype. And maybe it's just the energy drink talking to him right now. But man, I tell you what, bro. I tell you what. I fucking absolutely loved this fucking movie so
Yeah.
much. Oh yeah,
So-
Midnight Mass is good too, Brody.
So
You're right. That was there, Brody. I saw that as well.
real quick,
That's
I
actually
wanted
my
to bring
notes
this
too.
up because, like I said, with this tight knit movie, smaller cast,
Mhm.
it brought it all together. A comparison for me is kind of like the movie The Thing, where it's a bigger cast, but it's still so tight knit. Where
Well,
you
it's
get
it's
some-
it's
you
a
get you
yeah.
get you get some explanation, but you don't necessarily
Like,
need it. It's explained as you're going, very little. Like that's where it's like big cast did it well, small cast here did it just as well. So it's it goes to show if you do it right, it works.
See, I would compare it to last week's movie, to where last week's movie didn't have necessarily a huge cast, bigger than this one, but they had way too many ideas that didn't just
Barely
reel
bigger
in,
than this
right?
one though.
Yes.
Barely bigger.
No,
than
no,
this one.
100%. But you get a couple extras that you would get. You know what I mean? You got the
Yes.
kids showing up and getting the beer. So, like, even though you might have not a big main direct cast, like there's enough floaters to make it feel like a bigger movie.
Yeah.
Less,
But I think
less,
that's
mean,
I
isolated.
think the
to less, you know?
isolation of this one is what made it work so good.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Like
Mhm.
just fuck, man.
And it's a
Can't say
perfect Blumhouse house.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
big,
yeah,
open
literally,
windowed house in the middle of the woods, dude. Like, fuck yeah. And it's a gorgeous house. No, I'm really glad you guys like this movie, man. I thought it.
Molly.
Hey, Molly.
I remember the first
Molly!
time. What's this? I
I
remember.
loved
the first
it
time
the first time I saw it. So this was just great to rewatch.
The first time I watched it, I was a little taken back that it went from slasher to, like I said
Intruder.
earlier, yeah, like at home invasion or
Yeah.
home invasion so fast. But then, like, I was so enamored into it at that point. I almost like forgot, and I was like, "Oh yeah."
See,
He
and
even
I'm
had
not a
that
fan
little
of the
thing.
strangers. I'm not a fan of the strangers.
I
at
like the
all.
second one better.
I
I
just
like
it
both.
didn't do anything for me.
No, the
watching
first
it.
one I thought was boring myself. But that's just me.
But this, man, I took, like I said, man, the fact that he took the fucking mask off, because it could have been a completely different movie had he kept the mask on.
Oh yeah,
Had he
dude.
not had any dialogue, but I'm glad that they didn't do that. I'm
Right.
glad that
So
they had the
instead of
talking scenes.
instead of the silent killer,
We had
have
the
the
silent
talkative
victim.
killer. We have the silent victim.
Yep.
Right.
It
Nice
worked
little
out
flip,
fucking
that's great.
perfect.
No, that's fucking awesome. I'm glad you. I'm really glad you guys enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Are you ready to hear from Mr. Brody Kane? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
yes.
ready to hear from
I
him.
would love to.
All right, Brody, what are your thoughts, buddy?
Howdy folks, it's your Kang and Banger back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Hush from Mike Flanagan. Now, Mike Flanagan is definitely one of my favourite directors. He's definitely been on my radar since day dot. There was a movie he did back in the day called Oculus, and it really stuck with me. It was something new, fresh, different, And seeing him actually evolve into a fucking fantastic director that he is today, especially with the likes of The Haunting of Hill House, one of the greatest TV shows of all time. It's always good to go back and check out his previous work prior to that, and this is one of them fucking actually pretty underrated gems to see him sort of, showcase his growth as a director. And this is definitely one of them films where he was actually, starting to, you could definitely tell he's feeling a little bit more comfortable with what he was creating and creating something like really different in the, I guess you could call it like fucking subgenre of the slasher genre to an extent, or home invasion genre, whatever the fuck. But yeah, using elements of something a little bit different. I mean, of someone that is hearing impaired and can't speak. So how do we put this person in a position, a one location position, which I am happy with. I'm a huge fan of directors able to try and conjure and create something at a one location. It's something a little bit challenging as a director to write and keep the audience engaged from start to finish at this one spot. And I think Mike Flanagan does that extremely well here. For the pacing in some little scenes, I mean, it is a little bit slow, but that is just for that fear and tension build up, which I feel like it fits perfectly here. So I've actually had a few people in the past say to me it's a little bit slow, but it's definitely setting the mood for what this film's meant to be and represented. And obviously, Mike really knows how to utilise his wife extremely well in this film. And I mean, she helped write the script with him, so you can definitely tell that, they were building to something to a degree where they can feed off each other throughout the chemistry of, like, him directing her and her acting her heart out, which she fucking does in this film. She's absolutely fan-fucking-tastic in this. But yeah, it's great to see how Mike's able to utilise her in a lot of his content as well, and to see her grow under him as a director over the years. It's fantastic stuff, and she only gets better and better by each film of his. I like the sound design to this because it's obviously basically, we're getting at times from her point of view and her perspective and how she has to try and get across to, either warn someone or just, try and fight for her life. And then there's times throughout the colour palette, it's not too dark. It's actually lit really well. It's not the darkening. But yeah, the way that this film plays out, the very first time I'd seen it, because this is obviously my second viewing, it actually kept me on the edge. I was like, well, what the fuck's she going to do here? What's going to happen here? Yada, yada. So I think this film does a really good job with the mysterious element about it at times. There was one thing that really bugged me with this film, is the fact that the Sheila that died, like the neighbour, like he comes over and he's like knocking on the door, singing out to her. I mean, mate, how the fuck is she going to hear you? She is completely deaf. And he's fucking ranting and raving, hitting the glass. It's like, mate, it's not going to happen. Why would you even do that? Mike actually did a really good job of setting up the killer as a little bitch, and even the killer acknowledges that in one scene where he's trying to fight off the big guy. He's like, I had to really get in nice and early with a cheap shot, otherwise you were just going to fuck me up. So, that actor did a really good job of me hating him because of what he does in the film and how much of a little bitch he fucking really is. So, yeah. I mean, there's nothing really much else to say about this film other than the fact that I really enjoyed it. Like I said, the one location element about this film, I actually really enjoyed. The house in the middle of the woods just helps create that fear and tension of, her trying to survive, especially with being hearing impaired and a mute at the same time. It's just sort of ups the ante and be like, holy fuck, like, how the fuck is she going to get out of this when any other normal person would absolutely struggle? Which she does in this film, so it's kind of believable. The realism's there. I do enjoy that. But anyway, I'm going to give this a Gore score of I'll give it a 4.2. It's a film that I really appreciate, but it's not one that I'll always go back and watch over and over again. Maybe once a year, twice if lucky, but at the same time, I still enjoy it, if that makes any sense. It's not a bad movie by any means, but it's not perfect. And I just got interrupted by the dog. I apologize. But anyway,
I was wondering what
Kangabanger is signing out.
noise
I
was.
what you guys have to say about the film.
thought so
I'll
too.
catch your mother liquors next week. Cheers, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you
for that, Brody.
Thank you, DKB.
Absolutely.
All righty, let's get that.
I forgot to mention one thing that made me hate this.
Wait, he changed it.
Oh, 4.4. Fuck yeah.
Sometimes talking about it will do
it
that
does.
shit, dude.
It does.
Mhm.
But here's one more thing that just made me hate this motherfucker so much. When he told her, when he basically told her, I bet you're holding out on me. I think I can.
Oh, yeah.
When he told her that, I'm like, oh, fuck you, you piece of shit. I hate you so much.
But see,
That and he tried to kill the cat.
Yeah, he did try to kill the cat. He
that
got what he deserved.
He did.
that is why that dude is, you know what? He acted his fucking part, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like
He did.
anybody, I always say this, dude. When you like feel an actual visceral reaction of hatred towards a movie character, you know that motherfucker did their job.
Perfect example.
Oh,
Commodus on Gladiator. Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
I fucking hated him in that fucking movie.
I was gonna say that chick from Leviathan, where that gets duffed at the.
Dolores Umbridge.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
her too.
perfect example.
You know
Perfect
what?
example.
You know what? The
only
actress that plays Dolores Umbridge reminds me of one of my cousins. I'm not gonna say her name because she's on my Facebook, but reminds me of one of my cousins. And so whenever I see my cousin, I'm like,
Oh,
fuck
it's
you.
just that pretentious.
Man, when there's someone that's more hated than the main villain.
yeah.
Just those like backhanded, like negative, positive comments. They're just like,
Oh,
oh,
I
you did this
fucking
yourself?
Fucking
You're
come
like,
on.
yeah. And if you call them out on it, you're like, what? I didn't say anything bad. No, fuck
That's
you.
called narcissism.
That's called
I
being a
think the-
Karen.
I
Yeah.
feel like
That too.
that woman, and then the ultimate like horror one would have to be the woman from The Mist.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's
Ooh.
top notch,
Yeah,
dude.
she's up
like,
there.
Just,
I would have killed her. Would have killed her. Would
oh,
have
she was horrible.
that movie angered me so much all fucking over. Dude.
It's a good movie.
You
but
know what
oh
though,
my
man?
God.
The end of that movie still gets me to this fucking day. That is one
That
of
made
the
me
most
mad too.
fucked up endings to a movie.
Yeah, but you know what? Somebody brought up something, and I never thought about it. They were like, "Yo, man," they're like, "You know how?" They're like, "What if the woman in the grocery store was right?" I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "He killed his son. He sacrificed him," and then it cleared up. And I was like, "Fuck you! Don't you tell me that shit, dude."
Oh,
And I was like,
that's
"Oh,
bad.
what?"
Out of that.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god.
Holy crap.
Holy shit.
Yeah, just like I was like, "No." Fuck that shit, dude.
Brody
Like,
says,
already-
I'm with Steve. Joaquin and Gladiator maybe want to gutter stomp him.
But no, this dude, this killer, whatever. What's his? He doesn't even have a name, right? It's just the
Nope.
guy.
No, it's just the man.
The man.
The man, the man.
Dude, and that mask is so simple. Such a
love it.
simple mask,
Yeah.
dude. But it is, and of course, it wouldn't fit my fat face. But it's so simplistic that if you're a skinny dude, this is the perfectly easiest cosplay for you to fucking do. Like,
Right?
so simple but effective,
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
fucking scary because it could be
Yeah.
anybody.
This dude has potentially two, like prequels before
Yeah.
this movie.
Yeah, because
I
I
wanna
want to see
know
who the
where
fuck
he's
they're before.
surviving. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like he's getting the kills. Like
I
don't
want to
know.
know what the first 13 were. Well, actually 12. We know 13.
or what if it's handed down from generation to generation and they each have to go like there was grandpa's bolt.
Oh, so it's the family's mask and
Yeah.
everything, so they gotta go. Maybe
They got to go earn the hunt.
But then see that. Well, I wouldn't want this. But then
I think you're
is the
digging too
family gonna
deep.
come after her?
Yeah, that's like way too
You're
expensive.
digging too deep. We don't need any.
We don't
more-
need it, but I'm just saying.
But we want to know.
There's a guy on Insta selling these
Ooh.
masks.
It
Nice.
wouldn't fit my fat ass face, so I'm not even gonna try because I'm gonna get real
Maybe
sad.
one day.
Like when I bought my Leslie Vernon mask and I was so excited and the bitch didn't fit my head.
This would be a good one for Gallo to do.
Oh
yeah,
yes.
Gallo could definitely pull this one off.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
and that would fit perfect into his yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
I almost like I said, I almost wish you got it a little bit longer, but it doesn't make sense for this movie.
No.
Like it perfectly explains why he because otherwise, if it wasn't that situation, he wouldn't have taken that mask off, right?
Yeah.
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 So no,
He thought
All
it was
right.
an easy kill.
Yeah, dude. Well, I feel like you guys pretty much know where we all feel on this movie, so I feel like I'm gonna hand this over to Chad Daddy and see what we got behind the scenes.
Alrighty,
Yes.
so because the main character is deaf and mute, the film contains less than 15 minutes of dialogue, meaning that more than 70 minutes occur without a single word spoken.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's fucking.
That's-
insane
that's-
at the same time.
Is that less than Quiet Place? That's got to be way less than Quiet Place.
I believe it is. I haven't thought about it.
I don't think.
Quiet Place, all just like sign language.
No, there are moments of talking, but I don't know how many minutes.
I might have to go back and recheck that.
So
'cause
there's
I-
90 lines of dialogue in A Quiet Place. It doesn't say how much time.
Well, 15 minutes in this, that's maybe 50 lines, maybe.
25 minutes of vocal dialogue.
Oh, okay. So this
And
is
this-
less.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Okay. How would she fare in the Quiet Place? I would say probably
She-
pretty well.
I don't think
Maybe.
she'd do
I
pretty
don't
good.
know. No.
I don't think she would.
No. You know what? You're right because they're all sound sensitive.
She could trip over something and fucking make a loud noise. She wouldn't even know.
Exactly.
And the only reason that the daughter survived
Yeah, it's
being
'cause
deaf
she
was
couldn't
because
see. Yeah,
she had
no.
the family dynamic.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. 100%. That was stupid. All right, Chad Daddy.
Director Mike Flanagan didn't want the film to be pure silence, so he added various ambient sounds, such as an ultrasound machine.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh, hold on. I take that back.
Oh,
There's less than 5 minutes in A Quiet Place.
Okay.
oh,
shit.
okay.
I thought there was a lot less.
Yeah, it's less than 5 minutes.
So that's kind of cool though because those are like the high tense moments where it's almost probably like heartbeat esque.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Sir, what are we using for this? An ultrasound machine? Where'd you get that from? I'm not going to say.
Mhm.
Dude, I mean, it's a very hypnotic sound, bro. Like
It
Yeah, it
is.
any dad that's fallen asleep on a hospital couch, you know.
Or if you ever had your nutsack checked for stuff, they use the
No.
ultrasound.
Never.
I'm just letting you
No,
know
that's
that
you.
I had to
That's
go
just
one
you, buddy.
time because
No,
I
that's
found a
just
mass
you.
on my ball that I thought was cancer and it wasn't cancer.
That's good.
Was it another ball?
I was going to say it's another ball.
It was Quato.
It was my
Oh,
twin
God.
that I ate in the fucking womb.
Nice.
It was like
Alright,
Peter
continue.
Griffin's twin, but on my nut.
Director Mike Flanagan and co-writer star Kate Siegel are a married couple and conceived the storyline for Hush while on a dinner date in 2014, and then they wed in February of 2016.
Nice.
That's fucking beautiful. Okay, that is absolutely beautiful. I have a story about that. We're getting married.
Oh yeah.
I hope I get to tell that story one day with mine and Mel's little script that we did.
That's
There
going to
you
be
go.
Bob. That's going to be Bob and Rebecca.
I got some sick shit going on over here that I gotta fucking write down. So if I start doing that, watch.
But who is the only person in this group that has created the tit squatch?
That's right, Chad Daddy.
This is true.
Whole trilogy, baby.
It's okay. It's okay because he's the only jackass on here with a movie on fucking Tubi. This guy.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
still haven't watched that. Yeah.
Do not ever.
It's
ever-
on my
I-
list.
No, I am begging you. Do not ever fucking watch that fucking movie. It is so fucking trash.
But that
Hey guys, let's review it for next week.
No, never.
I bet we can pick douche of the movie.
I will quit the fucking show. I will quit the fucking show. Do
You're a
not.
liar.
it's okay. I'm the other guy who's got a trailer for his movie coming.
Yeah, you
out.
do,
So
Bobby.
there you
I
go.
know what? I am stoked for it. It looks really fucking good.
I was.
Oh, that's
impressed by
right. I
the
forgot you
trailer.
dropped that.
I know, I forgot
Yeah.
too until just now.
All
It's all
right.
good. It's
What
all-
else you got,
it's
Chad? Daddy?
everywhere.
The blurb on the back of the book Maddie wrote, Midnight Mass, references some details of the later Netflix series Midnight Mass in 2021. The main location,
I was kinda
isolated Crockett Island, main protagonist Riley, and a church are mentioned. The main protagonist of the series, Aaron, is mentioned by Sarah along with Riley.
Nice.
wondering. No shit. Oh, that's awesome.
Also, this was filmed in only 18 days.
Wow.
That says something right there.
No, Brody. No.
I'll tell you later, Brody.
No, you fucking won't. No, you fucking won't.
Listen,
Maybe
You
I
tell
don't
him-
have it on. Hold on. Anyways, go ahead.
Kate Siegel and Mike Flanagan role-played each scene in their house before writing it down. This enabled them to better envision how the characters would really react in the face of danger.
Pretty cool.
that's fucking cool. Do you have it, John?
I believe it's Jack Hunter's Paranoia Tapes 5 Rewind.
Jackass. I fucking hate you so much.
John, send it to me. I'm watching that shit tomorrow.
It's on Tubi.
Oh, it is? Oh,
Yeah.
what is it? Jack.
Scoots, get your ass.
Way to go. Drama queen.
Oh, don't watch it, Brody. It's so bad.
William Friedkin, director of The Exorcist, was a big fan of the film and encouraged people to watch it.
Oh, that's fucking dope. That's a great endorsement right there.
Stephen
Fucking
King
A,
is
it
also
is.
a big fan of it too.
Nice.
It's a solid movie.
Hmm?
We just said, Brody, you lost your opportunity.
The main character, Maddie, and her sister, Max, are named after Kate Siegel's real-life niece and nephew.
Oh, shit.
That's cool.
One of 3 horror movies directed by Mike Flanagan to be released in 2016, along with Before I Wake and Ouija, Origin of Evil. Origin of Evil, damn it!
Orphan but Evil.
I can't fucking say it.
Has anybody seen that? Because
No.
I've always seen it pop up, and I'm always just like,
I know I've seen Ouija. I don't know if I've ever seen Origin of Evil.
Might have
Is
to,
that 2
'cause-
different
Well,
movies?
Is it? Okay, it's not like a sequel or a prequel.
I'll
I
send
think
it
it's a
to you,
prequel.
Brody.
I think it's a prequel.
Oh, okay, so it is connected.
I think.
Watch them be actually good. And I've just been like sitting on that one too. All right.
Kate Siegel and Mike Flanagan previously worked together on Oculus in 2013.
I've never seen that either. Wait, maybe is it? It's not the one with the mirrors, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good fucking movie too.
Maybe I have seen it. I'll have to look it up and recollect. All right. Anything else, Chad Eddie?
This film has actually been remade twice in India, both released in 2019.
What?
Like Bollywood style?
I think.
I may watch it.
just,
I don't know.
just for shits and giggles.
Why not? Flanagan's Ouija was good. All right. Good to know, bro.
Yeah, that was really good.
The Stephen King book glimpsed at the beginning of the movie as Maddie plugs in her computer is Mr. Mercedes, another story about a psychotic serial killer whose motives are never explained. Mike Flanagan is a huge Stephen King fan, and King was a vocal fan of Flanagan's Oculus.
All right. Once again, awesome endorsements.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have seen Oculus. I don't really remember it though. Huh. Maybe I'll have to do a rewatch.
I've been kind of wanting to see it because Amy Pond from Doctor Who is in it,
Okay.
aka Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh. Okay. Wait, what's her name?
Karen Gillian.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, she's the main character.
Maddie clearly does not know much about cars, a fact that the man is banking upon when he lets the air out of her tires. A car with 4 flat tires still drives just fine. It just won't have as much fine control, and the braking may be a little bit wonky. It's actually a lot like driving on very icy roads. It will ruin the wheels and rims driving on flat tires, but that's generally an acceptable loss to get away from the killer.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that.
That's what he was banking on. That's the point of that.
Yeah, so, and I'm glad he went for the double kill on the tires. You know what I mean? It wasn't just a single.
It wasn't just one. Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Cricket?
Maddie did not have to go outside to set off her car alarm. Touching any key fob to your chin actually turns the human skull into a functioning antenna, which will
Fuck
boost the
off.
intentionally weak key fob signal so it can travel easily that distance through glass.
I'm gonna try it.
That's
Try
exactly
it
what
with
Steph said. I never knew
Yeah.
that either.
What?
I didn't know that either.
I'm gonna make myself an antenna to turn on my fucking auto start. That's awesome.
And the last bit I have here is in October of 2024, an alternate cut known as the Shush Cut was
Have it.
premiered at Beyond Fest. It was black and white with a new sound mix that had removed nearly all of the score. The version was also included on Shout Factory's Collector's Edition 4K Blu-ray.
This one right here.
And here it is, baby.
Wait, so did you guys watch
I have
that
the shush.
version?
No, I didn't watch. I just.
I
Watched the
haven't.
regular
I
version,
haven't watched it yet.
But it has the shush cut.
Yeah.
I don't
I'd
know
be
what else different.
I'd be intrigued to watch that.
So you have 2 4K discs of original and Shush Cut, and then the Blu-ray and special features. There's a lot. And a lot of shit.
Interesting. Huh.
So that's what I
watch
got.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I'd
Well,
watch
thank you very much, Chad Daddy.
My pleasure.
Going back, you said this was filmed in 18 days.
hmm
That's fucking impressive, dude.
That's very impressive.
Once again, tight little movie, solid fucking solid tight script. It just fucking it goes hard, dude. But I have to agree with Brody. It's not one that I would want to watch all the time, and I obviously haven't, because I feel like you would kind of just it just wouldn't have the because, dude, even watching it a second time, but haven't, it's been years. Dude, I still felt like probably you guys watching it the first time where I was just like,
Oh,
yeah, man.
a once a year, I think, is like perfect.
At most. All right, that's fair. Okay, so once again, thank you, Chad Daddy, for behind the scenes.
My pleasure.
Pull up questions here. All right, where did we watch this, boys?
Juby.
DVD, baby.
Blu-ray, 4K. Mwah.
And I'm with
4K.
Chad Daddy on the Tubi. All right. That takes us to
Our new question.
Oh, look at that, sneaking it in there. Oh, you know what? So, does the cover art sell the movie? Would you rent this as a child? So I got to look at the cover art really quick because
Right there, John.
what do we got?
I would rent it.
Yep, that mask would instantly
The
sell
mask-
me and be like, "Ooh, what is this?" Now, I would probably once again be a little disappointed that it wasn't a full like slasher like I would anticipate. But once again, the movie's so good it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
So I think young me would be disappointed that it wasn't a slasher.
Yes, right.
Adult
Yeah.
me was it was a fresh
It was a pleasant surprise.
Yes, it was a very pleasant surprise. But young me seeing that mask would definitely rent it. But
Because you'd want that mask the whole
but
time.
would be disappointed
Yeah.
that he took the mask off so quickly.
I think
No.
young me would be indifferent.
You're
Want the
still young,
mask?
Bobby.
You know what I mean. Yeah, okay. Younger, so are you. You guys ain't old either, motherfuckers. Younger me would be indifferent, I think, at first.
Okay. That's fair.
I don't know. Younger me might and might not.
That's fair.
It's too hard to tell because just judging by the mask, the mask might not have sold it for me. But I feel like this is something my dad might have rented it anyway. So it's a maybe for me.
All right. Dad vision. I like it. Okay. Douche of the film. I feel like this is an easy
Yeah,
one,
the
man.
fucking man,
The guy.
the killer,
Man. The guy, the man. He is
a cocksucker. Thank God he died.
yeah,
Keeping it
he
real.
was a dick. We never talked about how what's her name banging on the glass actually got the big dude fucking stabbed in the neck.
Yeah.
Oh
fuck, man.
yeah, totally forgot about that.
Like that's some
Very true.
fucking guilty
Bad
conscience
timing right there.
Yeah, dude.
That pissed off Steph.
Bad.
Well,
timing.
yeah,
Mel
man,
too,
because
Mel was
that's-
mad. She's like, what the fuck?
Because even I mean, we still got it, right? And even that dude said after, he's like, man, he's like, if I didn't do that, there's no way I would have survived that, you know.
But you know what? And what's fucked up is he had his hand behind his back with the rock. So she saw that he had the fucking rock in his hand.
I don't know if they were kind of already around the thing, so I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know if she necessarily saw it. She probably just saw him and like frantically was like,
Oh my god.
that's it, everybody. We're up here.
We're canceled. Fucking Bobby.
Jesus.
God damn it, Bobby. Why'd you have to do that?
All right. Favorite kill of the movie. Holy fuck. Compose
I can't
yourself.
laugh. It
now.
still hurts. Stop.
Oh fuck!
Jesus Christ.
Ow, it hurts.
Oh.
I'm kicking it.
Oh, fuck me.
All right.
Well, we're
Favorite
canceled,
kill.
guys. It was nice knowing you.
So
Join us on our new podcast. More.
Yeah,
We're
right?
gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine.
Oh,
God.
fuck.
So
They do it on Family Guy. I can do it here.
yeah.
Don't
They
mind me.
pay
I'm
for
just
the
doing my
license, though.
thing.
We don't.
The greased up tough guy.
That's right. See you next year.
God.
Oh, fucking hurts. Stop. Ow.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right. So Brody said he did like seeing her mangled up hand, and she writes
Oh.
coward in her blood and punches the glass. That was fuck. We didn't even talk about that where
Yeah.
she wrote that shit in all her blood. That was fucking yeah, man. She was strong, dude. She fucking was resilient.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the cat's name.
Bitch.
That's a great fucking name, though.
See, okay. Did everybody think that instead of coward, she was gonna write bitch? Because
I thought she was gonna write
Yes.
fuck you.
I thought.
Because what did she write? She wrote something.
Do it.
Do
Yeah.
it.
Coward.
And coward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured she was gonna write bitch, and so did
You-
the wife. And it was
You
just
know,
like,
we also you know what else we didn't talk about? We got a cunt.
We did get a
We
cut.
did.
Oh yes, we did.
I forgot about that. Yes. All right. So we are on favorite kill, boys.
Corkscrew to
Oh.
the neck. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. I'm-
Oh,
I'm
you're gonna
going-
say his death?
Yeah,
Okay.
his death. Fuck him.
Yeah. I'm
I
going
probably
with-
felt the most
Not
satisfying.
even a
Yeah.
question.
But
I am going with her her imagined death.
Ooh.
That was absolutely fucking brutal.
That was
Because
brutal.
you
as
could just
fuck.
you could just hear the crunching.
and it surprised you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's mine.
I like that. That's a good take. Because you know what? I kind of forgot about that. So even watching it a second time, I was still taken back. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, it didn't end like this. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's
I was
cool.
wondering if they were gonna end it like that and then bring someone else in at the last
At the
second.
last
Oh,
Kinda
like
minute.
a
Kinda like with-
Terrifier thing? Okay.
yeah, or Terrifier or Barbarian, something like that.
Okay. I mean, dude, her friend gets fucking her kill.
Yeah.
Is just, I don't even know if I could give that best kill. Like that is probably nastiest kill in this movie. But I might have to agree with Scoobs because his death at the end is probably the most. It's just
It's definitely
was
the
the-
most satisfying.
yeah. It's got the most. I don't know, man. Like I feel like every death because we don't have a lot, right? Like everything has each one has weight to it in a different way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Even
the friend, you're just like, oh my god, dude. The dude,
well, when she
you're
just
just
shows
sad
up covered in
because-
blood, it's like, oh, what just happened to you?
Yeah, but like he goes straight up like,
Oh, thank God, mom just
Hey,
barely joined
Scoob's
in.
mom.
Oh, thank God,
Hey.
she just joined.
yeah, right.
Should we recap what
Hi,
we
Mom.
just?
No. Yeah. All right. So, Bob, did you get your favorite kill?
Yeah, I sided with Steve. His kill
Okay.
was the most fucking
So corkscrew it
satisfying.
is. All right. But I do like Chad Daddy's take. The dream kill was fucking. That shit was shocking. That takes us to best scene.
Mm. All right. So for me, it's going to be the scene in the bathtub where he breaks in and she stabs him in the leg. 'Cause that was fucking intense.
My favorite scene is when she's talking to herself and giving out every possibility there is, but she still says, "Fight."
She was
Kill
Doctor
him.
Strange in it.
That's the only way to win. I like that.
Yeah.
So absolutely.
100% agree with Bobby. That was my favorite scene too, and it just shows how really smart she is. Like she knows, if I do this, he's going to do that. If I do that, he's going to do that. Well, he has the advantage because he can hear.
Yeah, no, that was it brought her, how do you want to say it? Her talent into it. So
Yes.
like what you already had set up.
Yeah, because she
It
mentions
also-
it before that her what you say her mother calls it like a writer's brain or something like that.
Yeah.
But it
That's-
also
yeah.
shows that she came up with all possibilities to fail and still found one to succeed.
That's
Mhm.
why she's saying like all these possibilities lead to failure, which means there's only one that can,
Telling you, it was that Tony Stark, Doctor Strange moment.
Yep, there's only one.
There's only one.
Out of the millions.
Best scene. Dude, I don't know, man, because like I don't like the next question is actually gonna probably be harder because there is none. Well, no, that's
Oh no,
really easy.
nope, I already know what it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
me
that's
too.
fair. So, oh man, I don't know. I like the dream scene that you guys talked about because that was a really cool like change of pace, and it definitely gave her like the full depth of the character. But I think I'm going to go with one that we've talked about a few times already, and that's the flip the script moment of this movie. And that's where she's writing on the glass saying the boyfriend's going to be home. I haven't seen your face. And then he takes it off and starts, talking to her and shit. And you're just like, oh, this is an entirely different fucking like shebang than what
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen.
when
I've
he's
seen
like,
that
"Can
as
you
a
read my
meme
lips?
before this though. So
Can you read my lips?"
Wait, you've seen what that? What'd you seen?
that scene I've seen it as a meme.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that takes us to worst moment or scene.
I don't have one, not one. So-
I do when that motherfucker's trying to kill the cat.
That I'm right there with you, Chad. Fist bump me, bro. Boop.
But see,
I
I
mean-
expect him to be that asshole, so I'm like, that's
I don't think
that's why
I mean,
I'm
I
like,
could-
I
I think-
understand, but at the same time, for
If
his
he
character,
killed
like,
the
The
cat,
thought of
then
him,
yes.
him even working up to that. Not that it's a bad scene, but it's the
No.
scene that if it would have happened, would have pissed me off.
Oh,
the most.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, that
Because
would
then
have
once
been
he
like,
gets
yeah.
shot with the arrow, I'm like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. That's what you get.
That's
Run, bitch.
that's what
run.
that's exactly what I said. Like, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get.
So no, that's okay. I'm with Bob. I don't really have one with this. I liked and I'm glad that we talked about when the boyfriend is, because like I said, I was a little on the fence with that one, but I also had the thought he might be playing coy. So that's
Yeah.
where you guys went with that. All right. Did the opening scene hook you in?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I would maybe not in watching this as much as like a horror movie, but like I said, I was intrigued by
Just-
what she was cooking.
It
I
looked
wanted to know
delicious.
that recipe. I was trying to look at the recipe she was making on
I'm
the
was
computer.
disappointed she ruined it.
Yeah,
She was making rack of lamb, like
but she had to ruin it so that we knew
The
That
smoke
those
detectors there.
smoke detectors were loud as shit.
So everything in this movie is
Had a purpose.
yeah.
Mhm.
And it comes in so like organically,
Mhm.
which is nice. It's not just like, hey, there was like the one little moment of exposition dump, right? Where it was just like, what happened to her? But he was just talking to that dude because potentially maybe he was a cop, right?
Yeah.
So makes sense of why why we even got that. Okay. Most attractive character.
Maddie.
Oh,
Maddie,
Maddie. Oh,
absolutely.
damn. She's very good looking.
Yeah.
And I
Just
felt
looking
like
over there in the corner there.
the more fucked up she got, the hotter she got.
Oh, yeah. Just- oh, damn.
Chef's kiss.
I mean, she was. I'm also just gonna have to throw nods to the neighbor as well because
She's a
Well,
redhead.
well, and yeah, sure. I don't need to get any more into that. All right.
Her sister was really cute too. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that quick little shot you got of her.
See, that's another scene that I really liked, and I was almost going to throw that for best scene, is when he breaks in and the realization that she is deaf, and his whole game just changes up in that moment when he like backs up and she's on that call and he sees her
Yeah.
signing. Like, I really like that because that's also like when I believe he stole her phone, and I like
Yeah.
that. I like that reveal.
Yeah, because the sister
Yeah,
saw it.
How fucking creepy would that be, man? You just got all those shots around, like from around your house of you. Dude, like fuck that. Man.
Yeah, no.
That's
That's a
very
little more
extreme.
strangers to me too. Like
That was the only thing that bothered me was how dismissive she was when her sister said, "I thought I saw someone behind you," and she's just like, "Oh, it's just a cat." You know, I could be in my house could have like a bunch of people in it. If somebody tells me they saw somebody behind me, my ass is turning around and looking.
Well,
right.
the 9mm would be out right
I'm
then and
not.
there. Like, okay.
Yeah, no, I feel like you're right, Chad Daddy, because I would still be like, what? Like you'd have to check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even if you know that there's nobody there, you still get that little lingering thought in the back of your mind, like, I better look just to be safe.
Especially her who's like living as a isolationist almost, right? Like there should be nobody in that house.
Exactly.
So all right. That takes us to did the score set the mood?
Yeah, the score is really good.
Yeah.
100,000,000%.
I also agree. And then probably we don't have a song.
I don't think we had one.
I mean, if there was one, she couldn't hear it.
Oh,
True enough. True enough.
Damn.
Favorite character?
Maddie.
Maddie.
Dude, she was
Maddie,
awesome.
she was a fucking boss.
Yeah. 100%.
And the neighbor's husband for trying to take that motherfucker out as long as he could.
Dude, the other three people, the three other people besides the killer in this movie, they're all like good people, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even like she's trying to learn sign language and like nobody's like a douchebag except for the killer, as it should be. Like, all right, that takes us to was it scary?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
The
Yeah.
isolation aspect of it alone makes it absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, 100%, man. That's just
I think we've all had that moment where you're just sitting home alone and you're like, man, what would happen if somebody tried to break in here?
I'd shoot him.
Yeah, I know what happened. I would do the same thing.
My pistol's up
depends on
here.
I was gonna say it all depends on what I'm close to. Gun, yes.
They would either
Yeah, but you got to throw out scenarios, right? Because like, what if you're downstairs in your kitchen? You're not using
so
guns. So you got to go.
I only have the one story house. Yes, my gun is in my bedroom. But if somebody breaks in the front door and I'm in the living room, there are tens of thousands of other things they're going to get their ass beat with. It's going to be a Kandarian dagger, a lightsaber. They're going to get beat with something.
I mean, I got a couple baseball bats set up around too, so
I got the big butcher knife in the one.
My Jason machete, the fucking remake replica machetes in the fucking living room too. So it'll be on the news that I ended up hacking somebody with a fucking replica machete. So
it's got some weight to it.
It's got a lot of fucking weight to it. That thing's heavy. Every time I use it for a photo shoot, my fucking forearm's killing me.
You just reminded me. I got 6 old school wooden handle heavy ass machetes downstairs, and they're not like a Jason machete. They all come to a point in a nice.
So don't go to Bobby's house,
right?
Don't come a knocking.
All right,
you're gonna be dying.
So I don't even know if I should ask this, but does it hold up today? It's
obviously, it's not old.
Say it's under 10 years old. So that takes us to acting. Fucking solid, dude.
Very good,
man.
A plus.
Not a single
for
complaint.
not having that much dialogue in it. It was fucking great.
Convincing.
Agreed.
Cinematography, boys. How did you enjoy that?
Very well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the lighting was beautiful. What Brody said, it's not dark. Perfect.
No, but we get a lot of different like changing of light with every different scenery,
which is good because that's how light works. You know what I mean? So I think they did a fucking phenomenal job with that.
Plus, you really,
go ahead.
You really felt like you were stuck in that house, being stalked right along with her.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the payoff with the alarm at the end, just giving us our full strobe out, which is always a good time too. Just 100%. Premise.
Yes.
How did you feel about that?
Normally it would have been a no because, like I said, I don't like this type of flick. I fucking loved it in this movie.
See, but you liked You're Next, right?
I don't think I was on. I don't think I wasn't on that episode.
No?
I didn't watch it. Mm-mm.
I really like that one.
That's a good home invasion one too.
That's
man.
a great
you're
home
next.
invasion.
You should give that a try sometime.
That chick's a total badass, and like I said, there's no way at the end she did not go to jail.
Is that the one with Samara Weaving in it?
No,
No.
that was
That was
Ready or Not.
which I
Okay.
also enjoyed.
Same.
Yeah.
Way different movie though.
Great movie.
Okay.
But I was not on that episode.
No.
I think that was the day where our power was out or something.
Okay.
Yeah, something.
Was the climax satisfying?
Yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely.
100% yes.
Absolutely.
Right on board with that. All right, recycle, rewind, remake, reboot, reshelf to rewind.
Rewind all day, every day.
Rewind. Don't even. Yeah.
All right, and we will rate it. So Brody started us off with a 4.4, upped from our original 4.2. So Bob,
5.
Bob's going 5
all the way
across the board.
5.
Scubas,
I'm going to 5 too. I didn't have anything wrong with it. I absolutely loved it.
Chad Daddy.
It's not a 5 for me.
That's fair.
I did thoroughly enjoy it. I'll give it a 4.5.
4.5. And do I want to give it a 5? So here's the thing. I kind of do and I kind of don't, because like 5s to me is something that I'd want to rewatch like all the time, where this one I wouldn't. But that doesn't mean that this movie in itself is not near like
You can't
there's like
go
no
by,
flaws, right?
You can't really
Like,
go by that because
no, right? Because sometimes some
The
movies
Shining
are,
is like The Shining is a perfect 5 for me, but I don't want to watch that over and over.
no, that to me, Shining is like maybe at most once a year. I usually probably watch it every like 2 to 3 years.
Right.
So, oh man, I don't know. You know what? I'm giving it a 4.8. I'm gonna give it a fucking
All right.
almost there. So that gives us a 4.7.
All right.
Yeah,
Not
that's
bad at
fair.
all.
2016's
take it.
Hush. Chad Daddy, what are we covering next week, my brother?
Smile.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was wondering why he was smiling.
I was
Such a
looking
weird
at
movie. Such
I
a
was
weird
look-
fucking movie.
I know, but I loved it. It was just not what I expected.
Great
Dude, and I
fucking
loved part
movie.
2. I loved part 2.
So right now it's on Paramount
both.
Plus, it looks. So
I got both on DVD.
I watched this once, so we'll see how my second viewing is. I kind of enjoyed it.
It was more psychological than I thought it would be.
Yeah. But I just kept laughing at everybody's with their goofy ass smile, dude. Like, I don't know. Like maybe like I said, we'll see how second viewing gives it. But in my head, while watching it the first time, all I could envision was the parody version of whatever the fuck is going on with this. Like, what would Smile be in a scary movie?
Maybe we'll find out in the new scary movie.
I'm excited for it. I'm not gonna lie, dude.
I'm
I am
not a
too.
scary movie fan.
That's gonna be fun.
Well, I don't know. The fact that it's actually the Wayans coming back, I'm just like, fuck yeah. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm excited for that part. It being
okay, so we are doing Smile, and that is from 2022. So a damn near recent film. All right. Anything nerdy to talk about?
So
If
much
not,
nerdy shit.
plenty.
Okay.
So
Take
much,
away.
but I don't know that we need to talk about all of it. But there's a lot of fucking new figures coming out
Yes,
that
there is.
I am stoked for.
I got a summation of them
All
right
right, let's
here.
hear it.
Could go down the list if you want. So NECA, we'll start with NECA because they got quite a few. NECA celebrates 50 years of Jaws with Ultimate Hooper and Quint action figures, along with a remake of the old Jaws game, although it's more of a Jaws figure of the shark itself, with tons of fucking little pieces to come with it. If you didn't
Okay,
check it
that-
out, Toy Art.
Have you
Testing
seen
that.
the original game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
those pieces fit in the mouth and you try and fish them out before the jaws close.
No, yeah, I know, but like this one looks more like
yeah, they made it
figure,
look
even though,
more like the movie version of the shark. Well,
yeah. Halloween 6 Ultimate Michael Myers from NECA is finally coming.
why?
Because it's
Because
30 years
money.
this year.
That's why.
But like,
That too.
what? Like 5 people are gonna fucking buy that?
dude, I want to buy
You
it just
leave
because
PJ Bowser alone.
it comes with that little fucking sign. You know what I mean?
want it. I need it.
There's like a little sign for when they were trying to sell the Myers house and somebody vandalized it. and
Oh
put like a
God!
Michael Myers.
Seriously, that's one of the accessories.
That's one of the accessories.
You know, Boss Man's totally buying that fucking thing.
Anyway, I'm buying it too. So anyway, Trick or Treat Studios, Maniac Cop. We get Leprechaun, the Cenobites. We're getting The Gate. We're getting Evil Dead and Army of Darkness figures. We are getting a whole shit ton of stuff. The dinner scene of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre set is coming out this year, as well as individual figures. We are also getting Art the Clown figures from NECA. A couple of different Ultimates we'll be getting from that.
Santa Art.
And the other thing we're also getting, and this is not figure related, Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X are going Arrow Video in May.
That's not a triple dip for me, buddy. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't bring this.
Like I already got the damn Blu-ray set. I don't.
That's
need
why I didn't.
anything
That's
else.
why I didn't. That's why I didn't pick up the 4K of the remake. It's just it doesn't need to be upgraded.
Molly, I hope you're talking about fucking Halloween 6. She says it took her 8 hours to watch that movie.
Well, I'm excited for it, but there's so many more figures, but that's literally the tip of the iceberg.
I am excited for the Terrifier figures, and then I saw that one of my favorite fucking Hulu TV shows is getting not Hulu TV shows, but one of the TV shows I watch on Hulu is getting a set of figures finally, and that is What We Do in the Shadows. And they are going to be Toonie Terrors, and I am so fucking stoked for those. I can't tell you how much I love that fucking show.
See, I think I'd buy the Art the Clown Toonie figures.
Yeah, I'm gonna get those as well, but I want that Santa art. That Santa art looks fucking gnarly.
Yeah. The only thing, and this is because it's Trick or Treat Studios, they more or less make statues for the Maniac Cop one. I wish that it was a little more altercation, but I will take
articulation. You mean
articulation?
Whatever, I'll take it. But I love that we're getting it. So
yeah, no,
I'm
dude,
like,
it's about
so
damn
happy
time we
with
get
that.
some good, like a good Maniac Cop figure. Like even if it's even if the articulation's not that great, I'm gonna get it because it's one of my all-time favorite fucking movies.
Oh
But you also get the part 1 head and a part 3 head with it.
Yep. Yeah, fuck part 3.
Nobody
needs to watch that poop.
Listen, nobody has to like Halloween 6, Molly. I'm just happy we're getting a figure. I need my Michaels in ultimate fashion. You don't like it, don't buy it, but I'm gonna buy it.
I'm still gonna buy it just cause I need to fucking complete the set, you know?
Exactly.
But, you know, it's like if they ever come out with a Jason Goes to Hell figure, do I want it? No, but I'm gonna buy it.
Yes, you do, because it's a great look.
I'd buy the hell out of it, yeah.
See, I'm just, you know what, man? I don't have that itch.
You know, but I want them to come out.
I do.
I don't want them to come out with Jason as the first figure that comes out for Jason X as Jason. I want it to come out as the doctor that he jumped into. The fucking
the coroner,
the dude that was doing the autopsy.
Oh, for Jason
Coroner.
Okay.
The coroner.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. I love looking at the figures. I just never want to buy them. I'm just like, nah.
See, I have I have a part 2 Michael Myers. That's all I want.
I'm gonna waste so much money on this stupid shit. I don't care.
I want a part 4, Michael.
Oh,
I want that.
Then I saw Trick or Treat Studios. I don't know if it's new or not, but I just saw it for the first time yesterday. They have a Slimer wall mount.
Yes, it's new.
That glows. That is fucking life size. And I told Mel, I said, I don't care how much it is, we're getting it. She's all pre-order it. I said,
but you also see the Terror Dog head that it's coming to.
Yes, the mounted Terror Dog head.
That Slimer needs to have a motion sensor. That way, whenever you walk by it. Yeah.
There you go. Anything else, nerdy boys?
I think that's it.
I summed it all up because, you know, it's a lot.
I got nothing.
So I also have nothing. So, alrighty. I'm going to say we wrap this shit up. Next week, we're doing Smile, Chad Daddy's pick.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Bob, you want to start us off?
This is your killing machine, your long Don Silver, coming in with a big old long dong slapping you for next week with Smile.
Don't slap me with it.
Why not? You know you like
mushroom stamped.
Can't you be a little more gentle this time?
Bobby's like the alien from Alien 3, where it's just like,
God, I love it.
Bob's the
Scuba.
alien at the end of fucking Spaceballs. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
Hello, my dear. I come
You know what?
down.
Actually, funny I mentioned that because we get an Alien 3 moment in next week's film.
Yeah.
We do.
It's literally
Mhm.
literally the scene from Alien 3 with it's like fucking snarling and drooling and like
Yep.
super close to the face.
Yep.
That
I
fucking
guess so.
thing is-
Yeah.
That fucking
Well, I'm
thing
pretty
is-
sure, and I could be
Ugh.
wrong, but I'm pretty sure the effects artist worked on Alien 3 for Smile.
I will let you know.
I believe you're
So-
right too.
Well, we will find that out next week. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the duke of the dead, the dean of the deceased, the ghost daddy himself, Lord Scoopacabra, saying, make sure you brush your teeth and show me that smile next week, baby.
Oh,
Very nice. This is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, way down yonder Chattahoochee, saying, join us next week and show us them pearly whites. We all gonna be smiling.
and I'm your not so mean fluff master supreme, Big Johnny D, saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us for another fantastic episode of the Gore More Podcast. You know where to catch us out: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, also TikTok per Scubas. And you can find our audio on Podbean, Spotify, Apple, and all the other good shit too. So like, subscribe, share, do all that cool stuff. And we thank you very much for joining us, listening to us, and joining along as well. So that being said, adios, smile next week, and stay fresh cheese bags.
Dick
Douchebag
smack.
penis. Douchebag penis.
Dick smack.
Deaf penis.